This video is brought to you by World of Myths, a new strategy card game where you can play as a leader from your favorite mythology, gain reputation and prove yourself worthy, defeat your opponent by destroying gods or their temples. Jump into the gameplay by clicking the link down below. I'm excited to see you on the battlefield. Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Jeff and today we are going to have some fun playing Magic, and we are playing Brawl in Arena, still geeking out about that being a possibility. So glad they finally made it happen first off. But also I had to re-record this video, this one and the next decks, because my audio went really weird. You guys probably heard it in the last video with Corvold. And I had that with all three of these ones. I don't know what happened, but I'm gonna go ahead and try to fix this now. And so sorry, I had some amazing games. I'm actually gonna tack those on to the end of this one, just because I know some people always want me to do longer videos, but I'll probably do I'll probably do 2 or 3 videos here, and then I'll add those onto the end, and you guys make fun of my crazy weird voice at that point. But overall, so let's go into the deck and also some of the new cards with this one, because I do think, first off, it's just really cool to kind of go through some of the new cards. But Chulane, Teller of Tales, 5 Prevent cast. This one has been around for a long time, so most of you guys have probably seen it. You also have probably played it at this point, because it's been out for 3 days when you get this. So whenever you cast a creature spell, draw a card, then you may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield. Then you can pay 3, tap it to return target creature you control to your owner's hand. Every single bit of this is very useful. And so whenever you cast a creature spell, draw a card, then you may put a land card from your hand to the battlefield. It's just ridiculous. It's a much better version of what's it called, Risen Reef, which is also in the deck, but Risen Reef is insanely broken. So Chulane, really good. If we get it out for a turn or two, it just we should win the game at that point, just because we get so much value. This deck doesn't have tons of removal though, so we can lose even at that point because we just don't find the right things that we need. But let's go over some of the new stuff. Fairy Vandal, I'm a big fan of this card. It flashes in, so you can flash in with Chulane, get some value, get another land out or something, and then whenever you draw your second card each turn, you put a counter onto it, so you can get a pretty big flyer out of it for 2 mana. So I do like this. The issue is that it's only on your second card. I wish it was like any additional any cards more than 1, but I understand where it's going, so that's good. Lots of ramp and stuff. Biomancer's Familiar, really good with Chulane in the bounce ability. You can end up spending 3 mana to just bounce Biomancer's Familiar and bring it back over and over again. And so anyway, pretty good stuff there. Lots of Mara Leaf Pixie, really good card. This is one I'm really excited for. 2 mana, 2/2 that taps for 2 different colors. So already better than your typical, like, what is it? Incubation Druid or Leafkin Druid, that kind of thing. The upside here specifically is that it can still finish games even after being a mana ramper. Love that. And that, not only that, but fairies are looking to be a really powerful a tribe in the future, or just blue green like flyers, synergistic stuff is going to be really good. Run away together, choose 2 target creatures controlled by different players, return those creatures to their owner's hand. We are totally fine with bouncing our stuff back because we want to play them with Chulane all day long. Arcane Signet, really good. Tome of Legends. So I was not a big fan of Tome of Legends and before I played this deck earlier. I actually in the games that you'll see at the end of this, I was like, I'm not sure about this, and then this has been an insane amount of value, especially with Chulane being vigilant, where it can attack in pretty often. I'm typically drawing 2 to 3 cards with this Tome of Legends. And so whenever your commander enters the battlefield or attacks, put a page counter onto Tome of Legends, remove a page counter to draw a card. So pretty good stuff there. Stillbane Hydra, whenever it enters the battlefield with X +1/+1 counters on it, and then you can pay 3 to remove it and destroy target artifact or enchantment. So really powerful card here. Really good. I'm not sure how much it's going to see play. We're going to see though, because there's lots of good enchantment and artifacts in the format now because of this stuff. So we'll see how it goes. Rosethorn Acolyte, really good card. Seasonal Ritual. You can pay 1 to add a mana of different colors. So if we need mana fixing, really good card to go with that. I'm seeing that Seasonal Ritual is going to be really good for like a storm type of deck. Like I could actually see this being played in decks that are looking for just 1 mana ramp spells that also has a 3 mana body where you can add 1 mana of any color as well. So some really cool stuff you can do with Rosethorn Acolyte. I'm actually pretty big fan of it. Gyre Engineer, yep, all these older ones. There's not as many new cards in this. There's just a lot of good ones. Fairy Formation, really good card. Whenever you can create a blue fairy token, so create blockers for yourself and draw a card every turn, basically, can be very, very powerful. So I'm a big fan of this. I think it's a good like 1 or 2 of in lots of decks, and a good mana sink in the late game. So really powerful card there. Beanstalk Giant, really impressed with this card. I've actually been really, really impressed with it. So 7 mana, search your library for basic land card, put it onto the battlefield, and shuffle your library for 3 mana. So you can do that first. So if you guys haven't played with Adventure yet, you may cast this card as an adventure. After you do exile it, you may then cast the creature later from exile. So a really, really powerful card here. And so basically you cast it for 3 and then you'll be able to cast the creature. So if you cast the creature first, you don't get the Fertile Footsteps side of this. So you basically get 2 cards as long as you can use the first side of it. So these cards become 10 times better if you can, not 10 times, but twice as good if you can use the adventure side of it first. So we're always going to be trying for that. At the same time though, don't mess up your best strategy just to try to make that happen. But when you're building your deck, try to fit it into a place where that's going to make sense. Beanstalk Giant works so well for itself because it ramps up, gets more lands onto the battlefield, and gets you closer to that 7 mana where this guy can be a big 7 mana 7/7, which will just get bigger. And I like it a lot with or Parhelion in here as well. And Race Foreigners, there it is. I just skipped right over it. Just to give, it's a way to give trample. We find it pretty often in this deck, and it works really well. Also Parhelion too. That's the reason I'm going to be showing up the other ones, is because we did get the Parhelion 2 out, so have to show that. So let's go ahead and get into the gameplay, see how it does, and wish me luck. All right, up against Ghost Ship. Bring it on, Ghost Ship. Ghost Ship. It's like gossip, but you Ghost Ship, man. All right, this is a great hand. Yep, liking this a lot. Keep this. This lets us go look for a creature or a land card. So yeah, perfect. Tranquil Cove, pass the turn. Command Tower for the next turn so we can play the Wayfinder. We'd like another green source, which Beanstalk Giant will help us find the extra green source into Circuitous Route to help with this. So we're just ramping up, I think, for this early game here. Up against them as well. All right, so Command Tower. We could also Growth Spiral and just ramp up to like Circuitous Route. And we have Beanstalk Giant, which the cool thing about Beanstalk Giant is that it actually brings in the land untapped. So it's pretty sweet stuff. This only brings us to our land, so we don't actually gain any extra value. So let's go ahead and just pass the turn. We're going to Growth Spiral on their turn. I'm pretty sure they don't have any counters besides Frilled Mystic, so... Doesn't have anything. All right. Growth Spiral. We're going to get ahead on lands. Ooh, not finding the land yet. That's not grand. There is a land, though. All right, let's go ahead and play Thornwood Falls, and Beanstalk Giant gives us a better guarantee, or the Fertile Forest, whatever. We have white, we have 2 blue, so let's go ahead and grab another forest. It does come in untapped, so if this was an untapped land, we would have been able to play the Wayfinder as well, which would have been pretty nice. Chulane will come down next turn, though. Hopefully stick around for a while. That would be grand. I'm assuming they're probably going to go for their own Chulane. Which, does that mean we want to hold up Frilled Mystic instead? Fairy Formation's pretty good. Forbidding Spirit can be pretty good here as well. I'm actually going to go for the Fairy Formation. That's right, it just keeps it on top. I forget that that's how it works. All right, pass the turn. We're going to just use this Frilled Mystic. I'm hoping to get their Chulane. Yeah. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Take action. Keeping them off of their commander for a little bit longer. Pretty good stuff. Would love to have found a land there. That was a little bit annoying. All right, swing in, 4-5, down to 20, pass the turn. That just feels like they're starting life total still. Let's see if they have removal. They might just go for Chulane here. Time wipe, all right. Yeah, to the command zone. Boo. Arcane Signet. All right, so they're going to be able to get their guy out. Oh. Not an untapped land. Well, fine. Blossoming Sand. We do want stuff in our hand for when we play him, but I think right now we're just looking for more interaction. Like, we don't have any removal at the moment, but this is a pretty good card. We might just be able to beat down if they don't have any other flyers. Meteor Golem, alright, that's good. That means they don't have an answer for Chulane if we find a land. Now we don't get a land on top, but I think we have enough to play it, right? Yeah, so go for Chulane. Pass the turn. Chulane of their own. Alright, we're going to bring down Thorn Mammoth because it does kill Chulane. Let's try to get that extra value. And by that I mean don't let them have any additional value. And now we get Crawl Harpooner as well. Sounds grand. Alright, let's go ahead and kill the Engineer. Keep them off their mana because they can recast the Chulane otherwise. Killing the Meteor Golem would have been nice, but I don't think we really need to at this point. So no attacks, pass the turn. Thorn Mammoth, actually really good. I'm liking this card a lot. Keeper of Fable is going to be really good here as well. Lots of non-humans besides Chulane. And also, we might just want to go for the 10-10 just to get it out there. Especially with this Parhelion. We can flash that in on their turn, huh? Alright, let's go for Beanstalk Giant. That's an instant speed, so let's go ahead and fight Meteor Golem. We draw more cards with Keeper of Fables, but we're going to be able to play Fairy Vandal on their turn anyway. And I want to hold up this Runaway Together, so pass the turn. And this way we have another way to threaten lethal. Spectral Sailor, okay. I mean, if they create enough power to get in with this Parhelion, it's annoying. We just have to block it before it actually goes to combat. Alright, so X8. Resolve. Alright, resolve. Now they're going to go to combat. We're going to say, nah, nah, nah. Alright, controlled by different players, so Parhelion and Crawl Harpooner. And this should just be lethal because we can play a creature, kill the Spectral Sailor, swing in, and have lethal. Yeah, draw a card, yeah, whatever, and we can swing in. I guess we could have just swung in there, that's why he was going for that, but they were tapped out, so we shouldn't have. I guess technically to speed up the game we should be attacking it right then. All right, up against Scrix. Bring it on, Scrix. Pretty sure that's how you say that. Okay, 2 colors, but not necessarily the right ones. Flower is, I mean, that'd be great if we weren't looking for blue mana. I think we mulligan. We get a free mulligan, so it's might as well. I do kind of wish we had something else, though. Man, this ear is starting to fill it. I always have the earbuds in that ear. Sometimes it doesn't feel grand. All right, yeah, let's mulligan. We'll keep it. We can use Rosethorn to cast something else if we need to, and then we still get the Acolyte later. So it's not like we lose the value of the creature by playing Seasonal Ritual. It's actually really good. So that's probably the thing I like most about that, is that we do get the Gyre Engineer on turn 3 into another ramp spell. We might even just go for this Firemine Vessel. All right, Evolving Wilds. I'm going to sack it now. It's for fun. All right, now we don't need the Rosethorn Acolyte. Pass the turn. Playing something that taps for 2 mana, though. Pretty sweet. Goblin Crater Maker. Ugh. Alright, well, in that case, to make sure we can get Chulane, this will just die to the Crater Maker pretty quickly. So let's go ahead and play the Rosethorn Acolyte. Pass the turn. I don't know why I always feel like this has flying as well. It does not. But it's really good. I am a big fan of the card. This gets us to Chulane for next turn. Chulane. And then we're probably, if they do kill Acolyte, I might just go for Firemind Vessel. Not really worry about, like, I'd rather be able to play Chulane into a possible 2-drop rather than get out the Gyre Engineer right away. I guess it's swinging with Crater Maker. Ooh, that's annoying. Yeah, no blocks. Alright, we're looking for Time Wipe. Growth Spiral. Now we have Gyre Engineer as well. Which, if they do fire off this Priest of the Forgotten Gods, I'm gonna wish I had done this. Let's go ahead and go with the Firemind Vessel. No attacks. We could have played Chulane there. It's too easy for them to kill this and that. I'd rather guarantee that we get a trigger off of it right away. They want to kill both of their creatures now to kill our Acolyte. Sweet. Do it. Do it. I'm assuming, though, that they're just going to bring out Korvold and sack the Poland Bright Druid. What you got, Skrix? Bring it on, Skrix. No blocks. Down to 20. I'm assuming they're just bringing this guy out. It's never a bad play. Yeah, it's pretty good stuff. So we're looking for Time Wipe if we can. Time Wipe would be great. Maybe I should have gone for a Growth Spiral just to get more draws off the top. Alright. Well, Forest, Chulane, Gyre Engineer, no lands to play. That would have been really nice. How much removal do they get? This Priest of Forgotten Gods is really bad. Are they gonna sacrifice and kill the Firemind Vessel? Interesting. Okay. So they don't get an option to sacrifice here or not. They have to sacrifice. That is one of the biggest downsides of playing Korvold. Sometimes, I mean, they have lands that they can sack that are just fine, but if we do find a way to get rid of Korvold, you're gonna have to deal with a lot. Gets rid of Priest of Forgotten Gods. That's a very greedy play. Understandable, but very greedy. I like it. All right, so I'm going to go for the cheaper play here. We have a blocker now for the Korvold. Let's go Fairy Formation. Find a land. Land is grand. Let's just kill this Korvold. Maybe I should have waited until he sacrificed. He does get the card draw from it. And no attacks. Pass the turn. Now the issue is if he has a land here, yeah, pays for it, can play the Corvold again. And we still gave him even something to sacrifice. He'll probably just sacrifice the army, though. That's the whole point of those guys. But if we get to keep out our Chulane for a couple of turns, life gets good. What you got, Scrix? Bring it on. Oh. Plays Death Sprout. I think that's a good play. Honestly, that was a really powerful... Fairy Formation is a very powerful creature. I do wish that this deck had a few ways of getting stuff back. Time Wipe would be pretty nice as well here. Stop tapping down my one blue source. That's done. Okay. I'm gonna pay 2 life. Alright, play this Shark to Crab. Get out more mana. So Growth Spiral we can play with the Fairy Vandal for the next turn and get him a little bit bigger even. We can also just tap down with Shark to Crab. Or we can go for another creature right now. We have 3 mana to play another creature. How do we actually win? I think it's with Fairy Vandal. It's kind of scary. Pass the turn. Or it's with Finding Time Wipe. Alright, plays Corvold. What is he going to sacrifice here? Yep. Draws a card. It might be better for him to be sacking lands at this point. So this deck has Find and Finality. So Finality can be very bad for us. I'm gonna kill the Gyre Engineer, it looks like. Let's go ahead and play Growth Spiral. Okay, the Hydra's really good. We don't get to use Shark to Crab right then. But we can bounce something back, like the District Guide real quick. The Hydra is going to get massive. X10? I mean, I don't think it's ever a terrible idea to go for a 10-10, right? I mean, Corvold has to swing in over and over again, but we also get rid of more of his blockers by making a big guy. So let's go for this play. Next turn we can tap down a good blocker and swing in with a 10-10. Evolving Wilds brings him up to 7. Attacks in. Probably with Savvy Hunter as well, he can go up to... So he has ways to piece together almost lethal here with Corvold. If he can kill our Fairy Vandal as well. Okay, Rhythm of the Wild. That's really good. That's really bad for us. Oh man, all of... So he gets a counter onto it. That's fine. Sacrifices. So it goes up to 8. We're gonna block it. Alright, so go for Tomb of Legends. Draw. We're digging for Time Wipe here. Getting all this stuff out of our deck. Go Forest. Forbidding Spirit. Pretty nice. We don't have a way to block this. We can tap him down, I guess. Yeah, so we're not dead. We go to combat, swing in with the Hydra. I mean, they just block with something. But that's kind of what we're going for here. They can't attack in with a lot because of Forbidding Spirit. And if we can find Endray's Forerunners, give him Trample. Maybe we should have gone for the Giant as well. If we get the Giant out and the Endray's Forerunners, we actually have a shot. Pass the turn, hold up Shark to Crab. Alright, gonna sacrifice a creature, grow the Corvold. Yep, that's fine. We still have a lot of good answers in the deck. We'll see if we can find them, though. Ah! Oh, man, it gets so intense. Like camping. Like the circus. Golden Egg. Now it gets to draw a card, sacrifice, draw more cards. 31 in library. I like this, but it's also a little bit annoying not having it right over. But at the same time, it is pretty cool. I get to see all the information at once. So when he attacks in, he gets another one, another counter. It's a sacrifice with Izoni. Again. Let's go ahead and now tap down Corvold. We might have been able to get them to sacrifice even more stuff. Leyline Prowler, that's annoying. We could also have killed the Rhythm of the Wild. So I guess we're hoping for Time Wipe. If we can find Time Wipe, we'll spend some mana to sacrifice these two. And then Time Wipe. And just hope that we can get enough value with Chulane to get it back. Get out Beanstalk Giant. They just have so many cards in hand now. It's going to be really hard to think of a way that we're actually going to win this. That wasn't it. Maybe I should have bounced back Shark to Crab to be able to do that again. That's not time wipe. Now we don't have enough mana for time wipe. Incubation Druid. I think that we're done. Have we already used the bouncing back, right? No, we still have an answer in the deck somewhere. See if we can find it. BRAWL Harpooner. Oh, not enough. It doesn't untap during its creature's next untap step. So we actually do have a shot here. If we swing in really aggressively, it actually might be pretty good for us. Or we just wait one more turn. There's time wipe. Oh, man. All right, so we know that we only have 3 on this, so submit 0. Wish I could give that haste. All right, so Leyline Prowler is there to kind of block and stop all of this. Is it worth attacking in anyway? I guess no attacks. Pass the turn. I guess the best case scenario is they go all out playing all of their stuff and we get to time wipe. And then we hopefully mill them out before we mill out. Woodland Champion, really good. Yep. Probably with haste. Nope, with a counter. Franco, so good. With the counter. Yeah, keep playing out your stuff. That's probably the best possible scenario for us. Sir Conrad, now are we just dead? Because that's really bad. That's for everything that dies. So we are dead now unless we can find like a prison realm for Sir Conrad. Just trying to draw cards, see what we can find. Keeper of Fables. There's Prison Realm. We have enough mana to play Prison Realm and Time Wipe. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exactly enough. Make sure we're tapping the right way here, though. And we have plenty of mana combinations. So Prison Realm. And then we're going to attack in with everything and then Time Wipe. Dude, I don't know how we're staying in this game. This is pretty sweet, though. All right. A creature on top is what we're looking for, so yeah. Okay, so all attack, hold back, hold back. It's 5 mana. Attack in. I mean, they can gain 3 life by blocking. We're hoping we can do more damage than they block. I don't know why they're keeping their frog lizard. Hopefully they take 10 here. That'd be sweet. That time wipe came at the perfect time. We don't get to kill their Rhythm of the Wild or their Dread Horde Invasion, which does hurt us a lot. All right, so we did get in with a pretty big hit. And now we time wipe. We'll be returning Chulane just to keep him cheaper. It could be nice to bring back something else because we know we can play Chulane anyway. How do we win? We might need something else besides Chulane. We can bring back Crawl Harpooner to have another answer for Corvald. Now let's just bring back Chulane. 2-hand. Brings it back to the command zone. I'm assuming they might be able to bring it back from the graveyard. We haven't seen Golgari, so it does go to graveyard. Interesting. Yep, that's what we were worried about. So what we're looking for off the top is like Risen Reef. Chulane, Risen Reef, Leafkin Druid. Try to get as much stuff on the board so that we can finish off with an End Race Forerunners. That's the only thing that we haven't really seen yet, which is exactly what we need to try to finish this game out. If we can go End Race Foreigners like with enough land to play Flourish as well. So I guess build as much board as we can, then play End Race Foreigners and try to win. Do we even have any more flyers? Flyers would be helpful. They are down to 13. Goes for Find. Okay. He's back. Oh, Izani. Oh, he gets to play Izani as well. Dude, what a game. I think he's got us. We've been able to stay in it, but pretty sure he's got us. Is this haste? Has haste as well. 6. Yeah, good game. Oh my goodness. I didn't have enough mana to kill the Rhythm of the Wild because I had to cast creatures to get the time wipe. What a game, though. That was fun. That was really fun. And annoying, but really, really fun. All right, thanks so much for jumping on, guys. I'm not sure if I'm going to put this before the extra games or after, but really appreciate all you guys do for helping me out, liking, subscribing, and commenting. All those things support me. If you guys also want to share it, that supports me even more. Share it to whatever social media channel you so desire. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much, and bye-bye.
All right, up against Manwho. Bring it on, Manwho. And, dude, okay, up against the Fairy deck. Ooh, that's terrible. Man, Tome of Legends actually almost makes this okay. We have Evolving Wilds as well, actually. So we have Evolving Wilds. We have District Guide to go find. So this is actually keepable. This is keepable. We keep 7. We have lots of ramp to get up to Chulane. Once we have Chulane out, life is good, especially if we can like bounce back in District Guide and play it again. Not gonna be too bad. So yeah, so Evolving Wilds, pass the turn, gonna go for green mana. Blue would be nice. We do have to find blue to play Chulane. The 3 planes don't look great. All right, so let's go ahead and yes, Forest. I should have checked out all the different art there. Decide which one we wanted. All right, so Tome of Legends. Pass the turn. We can draw for blue mana if we need it. Next turn, we're just going to go for District Guide. Find the blue mana, actually, and then we're going to be fine. And then we actually get Chulane on the next turn. Get an extra counter onto Tome of Legends. So maybe this isn't decent. Maybe this is a decent card. Because, I mean, if we can draw 2 cards with a 2 mana enchantment, pretty good. All right, let's go for forest. I'm thinking we're going to need more green than anything else in this deck. So, district guide, take action, go grab. Oh, this is any gate as well. Do we have right? Simic Guild Gate? Yeah, let's go for that. Oh, it goes to hand. Oops. Which means we can still. That was a miss. I forgot to read. I was thinking that it went to the battlefield. I was thinking of Elvish Rejuvenator. So we have 3 mana with this Signet. Arcane Signet is great mana rock. Okay, Mana Geode. Lots of ramp. I actually really like this deck. I've seen, from what I've seen though, they have quite a bit of ramp, like Smother Tide, things like that. I'm not sure is actually as good. Beanstalk Giant's actually pretty good here. Simic Guildgate, let's go ahead and swing in. I want to try out the adventure. I've not actually seen this played at all yet, so we'll go for the adventure. We're going on an adventure. All right, play the island. We can also incubation. We want to play incongruity. It is probably like one of our few removal spells in this deck. We do need creature spells to play though with Chulane. So let's go ahead with incubation. Ooh, Biomancer's Familiar is good. Let's go for the Pixie, though. We want to go for the Pixie. Biomancer's Familiar can be really good for us. Let's go for Biomancer's Familiar. Pass the turn. The main reason why is because once we play Chulane, we get to draw a card on that turn as well. But we can keep bouncing back Biomancer's Familiar. So for 3 mana, we keep getting this ability to get so many lands, get so far ahead on value. That hopefully we can find the answers we need to just take to their board. This is the issue though, is that their deck is pretty insane here. All right, so let's play Chulane. Counter there. Let's play. We want the card draw here, so let's pass the turn. They get life link from Alayla, which is really good. See how much removal they have. All right. God's Willing would be great in this deck, because we really want to keep our commander alive. I think they're going to get us, though. I'm not sure. So yeah, go to command zone. You can even return Chulane back to your hand, so you don't have to pay the commander tax for it. That's pretty nice. Thorn Mammoth will bring down and I guess just kill a Layla. They have enough to play her again. Or maybe we just play that and just start killing all of the fairy tokens. They can keep a 2/3 flying with Death Touch. We just try to go wide. Or yeah, try to get enough value. I think it's the only thing that's going to be worthwhile. Beanstalk Giant's going to be really big. You don't really have. He doesn't have trample though. If he had trample for 7 mana, this guy should have trample. Oh crap! Oh crap! Nice. No blocks. Well, we did. Dude, Safara. Whew, that's such a good card in that deck. Yeah, I think we're just dead. Let's play it out. Let's play the Thorn Mammoth and now let's see. Okay. Oh man. That's the first like beginning game of a deck I've lost. Actually, that's only my second loss in this whole thing that we've been doing. Maybe more. Oh, I had one that I had to cancel because of internet issues. All right, lithium. Bring it on, lithium. And incubation druid, pretty good. We don't have the blue mana. Flower can help us find basic forests, which doesn't help us. Beanstalk giant though does help us. So keep this. Incubation into beanstalk giant and flower, because this comes in. It doesn't come tapped, so that's actually really good. So forest past the turn. Actually, no, let's just flower now. No, I'll pass the turn. I want to hold up for Flourish. Flourish is a win condition for us. All right, up against the Flyer again, which I think this might be the best deck. All right, Incubation Druid. Pass the turn. We can actually play Beanstalk Giant into Leafkin Druid or Fairy Vandal. So they have to target a card from this. So I don't think they can actually use the Scribing Clause right away. Prison Realm was really good. We finally have removal. All right, so Beanstalk Giant for Fertile Footsteps. Dude, it's so cool. I love this. We get Chulane really quickly for the next turn. We would like to find lands. Lands would be nice. Alright, so Gab an island. And do we want to keep up? No, okay, so Leafkin Druid, pass the turn. If we find land, we can Chulane and Fairy Vandal to get some value. Leafkin will actually give us 1 extra mana. We may want to kill a Layla, though, instead, and just try to ramp up in our own way. No land. What? Ooh, this is good. This means they probably have removal, though. We didn't find land of our own. This has flash, right? You can also put Beanstalk Giant. I want to get value out of this right when we play it. So I can adapt Incubation Druid, get tons of mana, and that way we can play Chulane into something. So let's go ahead and adapt. We have Fairy Vandal at instant speed, so let's just pass the turn. Can't really attack into the monitor. The annoying thing about Vandal, I guess, is if you play it with Chulane, it doesn't necessarily work the way you're thinking. All right, so let's go Fairy Vandal. Pass my turn. Play Forest now. Chulane. Incubation Druids. So yeah, we have so much mana. By so much, I mean 5. Which isn't like a ton, but I like it. Alright, Shark to Crab. Draw a card. Fairy Vandal gets an extra counter. Play that land. And also Incubation to try to find more stuff. I think we actually want to. We already have removal for a Layla, so I think we want to try to go for as much value as we can. So Incubation, just in case we hit Sailor for 1 mana. Ooh, so many good things. Steelblade Hydra is pretty good. Alright, Biomancer's Familiar, which is like so fun with this deck. And we can adapt a Shark Crab over and over again to Bouncer. So yeah, let's go for Biomancer as a familiar. Steel Blade is really good to get rid of like the mace, but this is butter. All right, let's just go to combat. Yep, swing. Just one attacker. That's right, getting him down below starting life total. Oh yeah. And the lands come in untapped as well, which is so crazy. New. All right, Conclave Tribunal. Yeah, go to the command zone. Some people might be new to how this works, so this does go back to our command zone if we choose for it to go there. Island. Play Chulane. Beanstalk Giant might be something we want to play before too long too, and then opponent skips it up. Yeah. Dude. Oh, it's so good, so good. Got all the Savvy Hunters, sweet. Again, I'm not sure how we're actually going to play this. Let's go for one more game. I've been doing 2 with all these, but I think we need one more game to just kind of see how well this deck goes out, because it's one of those like. It's the more slow deck, but once it gets crazy, it gets crazy. Man, I would love this if we had blue mana for Growth Spiral. I mean, Tome of Legends gives us card draw that helps find the blue mana. Like, this is a keepable, but with a free mulligan, I'm going to go ahead and take it. Yeah, this is good. With Arnet, the Arcane Signet, yeah. Into Firemine Vessel. Keep all of our creatures for Chulane. Yep. Good stuff there, bro. Witch's Oven. Okay. That means they just drew that. So, Command Tower into Paradise Druid has the Hexproof, which is nice. Arcane Signet. So let's actually go Paradise Druid, because Arcane Signet is better on a turn when we don't, because it's hasty mana, basically. So next turn we can play it into Firemine's Vessel, is that correct? No, not quite. We can play it into Forbidding Spirit. Have a blocker for Mayhem Devil. Or Tome of Legends, which is good. And draw a card. Alright, so Arcane Signet. Tome of Legends. And we'll draw on their end step so we don't keep Paradise Druid. Heck, we don't want her to be unhexproof throughout their turn, just at the very end. Evolving Wilds. Okay, sacrifices. Gets to target only our face because we kept her hexproof. Good job, Hiffy. He should have left that up. Gagastic. Gagastic. Alright, this deck, if any, has probably the most removal. That's good. No blocks. Down to 21. Draw a card and play Chulane. Get that on the counter as well, so we at least get to draw a card with Chulane. Pass to my turn. And we really need to find mana. Stay alive, Chulane, please. You can do it. You can do it. And we'll see if Mayhem Devil ends up killing Paradise Druid on this turn. Most likely. So this can be a really big blowout turn for us, which we might just be able to go into like Time Wipe, destroy their board. If they play their commander here, which they will. Ooh, interesting. Okay. All right, this is good. If we get to actually play our stuff, amazing. All right, so Wayfinder. Draw a card. Hopefully a land. These lands do come in untapped. Put down that land. There we go. Dude, we can just go crazy with this. Land or creature? Let's go for creature, actually. That's a good creature to have, too. I do want land, though. We can actually play this land down. That's a lot of ramp. Oh, just keep it on top. Alright, so which we get to draw it here. I should have gone for Foreboding Spirit. Forbidding. Draw a card. District Guide. We have to discard some stuff. No attacks, pass the turn. I really wish we'd hit a few more lands along the way. I mean, we kind of messed up with Silhana. Oh, we have exactly 7. All right, we're good. All right, how crazy can it get here? Finale. Good play. Rose Conrad. There's no way of getting it back, huh? Yeah, go command. It's gonna be pretty expensive now. He's in for 3, down to 14, to 7-6. Okay. I think what we're gonna do is just try to slow the game down now. So let's go for Forbidding Spirit into District Guide. Kind of on the plan of time wiping. I might actually even go District Guide. Into, I don't know if I want to go Gyre Engineer, because I do want the value of having that. We've already played a land, right? Okay, grab Island. Forbidding Spirit at least might stop them from even swinging in, which gives us an extra turn to set time wipe. But if we're going to time wipe, we want to do it with World. They know that we have this. They may, yeah. So let's go for Forbidding Spirit. Pass the turn. We may be able to attack him for a little bit more damage before the time wipe this way too. Pass the turn. Keeper of Fables is good. I wonder if we have Reliquary Tower into this deck. If we really need Reliquary Tower in this deck, with how much card draw opportunities there are. And it just says 1 or more creatures to combat damage, so we get 1 for each creature. I was misreading that initially. Alright, can't attack in. You have to pay for it. Okay. Time wipe. Which creature do we want to take back? So time wipe, kill their stuff. Return this to our hand. Forbidding Spirit or District Guide? Forbidding Spirit is probably going to be more safe. District Guide gets more value though. More demanding as well. Let's go for the Forbidding Spirit. Play Biomancer's Familiar. Pass the turn. Henry's Forerunners is pretty fun as well. That's going to be how we win. We want to build a big board, go for a good Henry's Forerunners, and hopefully just be able to win straight up. Mass Accumulation, lots of value here. Savvy Hunter can create the food tokens they're going to need. Go Chulane. Pass the turn. I mean, we get so much value if we get to keep it alive. Resolve. They have 2 cards. They get to draw 1. We can't block here because of the elemental. They actually have a chance to do quite a bit of damage here. Yep, no blocks. They're creating the food token so they can sack it with Corvold. Yep, resolve, sacrifice that. Resolve. We're going to have to play Forbidding Spirit at some point here for the next turn. Okay, pass to my turn. Evolving Wilds. Okay, let's go ahead and play the Evolving Wilds now. Let's play Forbidding Spirit. Yeah, I just want that trigger out there. We're just going to play these 3. Try to get as much card draw advantage as we can. Land, good. Go with the Pixie. BRAWL Harpooner. That's good. Go Corvold. Get another land. I don't think we get to play anything else, though. We have 4 here in the graveyard, right? So we should... take action. Alright, so he should be pretty far away from being able to play that again. This is actually really good now. Go ahead and draw a card. Incubation Druid. Which is great with Biomancer's Familiar. Let's go ahead and sack this now. Grab a... let's grab a Plains. Swing game with Chulane has Vigilance as well. And we can bounce back a creature with Biomancer's Familiar. And pass the turn. Alright, resolve. Did they already do Fun Finality? Okay, they do have... Actually, they don't have a way to get it back. Blood-soaked altar. Okay. Pretty good. Golden egg. They can do that only anytime you would do a sorcery, so they can discard this to get a 5/5. I believe that this is still in, so they can't actually attack him. Alright, so go ahead and use the ability. Bounce Biomancer's Familiar. We could also have gone for the Forbidding Spirit, but I'd rather just get this out. Alright, so Biomancer's Familiar. Hopefully we find land along the way to keep this value engine going. No, but Parhelion's not bad. That is worth playing. Yeah. Yeah. It's pretty good. Oh my goodness. Alright, Parhelion 2. Yes. Yeah, I'm not going to cast that. And let's go ahead and swing in with the fairy. I guess we could have kept it up to draw a card, but let's pass the turn. Yeah, resolve. Let's see if they remember that I can crew on my turn as well. I know that some people forget that's a possibility. But is this just anytime? So it's anytime you cast a creature spell, not just when it enters the battlefield. But this is our main finisher for this deck, I would say. Parhelion with End-Raise Forerunners. So we're going to go for Parhelion and just kind of get more value again on the turn. I don't think that we played their deck before, and I don't think that they have a way to board wipe again. Dude, this deck is so fun. Love it. I am bummed that we don't get to create our own decks, but like they built this well enough that I'm gonna be able to enjoy it just fine. Probably bring back the Grim. That's what I would bring back and play it. Except they can't this turn. So maybe Mayhem Devils just for that reason. Able to kill some more stuff. Yeah, Mayhem Devils comes out. The zombie army's getting big and annoying. If they sack this to kill Biomancer's Familiar, we will crew up Parhelion. Alright, pass to my turn. Land is good. Alright, play the stuff to Alright, let's go for Gyre Engineer. Drilled Mystic is good. Just have a counter up. Yeah, let's go ahead and crew right now. Go to combat. So, actually, wait, cancel. We want to be able to crew the stuff that we play. So let's go for Keeper of the Veils of Fables. We're hoping to find land. That does let us keep up Drilled Mystic. Okay. Alright, so crew. Tap here, submit. We get to draw cards for every angel that hits in because it's a non-human creature. Oh, it's so good. Alright, swing in. Let's actually hold up Pixie for the Tome of Legends as well. We do have... maybe we should go ahead and swing in. We're going to draw some cards here anyway, right? Let's hold back, I guess. I want to hold up Drilled Mystic. Yep, draw a card. Lots of card draw here. Oh wait, this is different times too. So if you have first strike, it counts as a different time as this. To draw another card. We had a 1-drop. We could play this for free, but let's. Actually, we get to play Incubation Druid and still get out the island. And hold up 4 mana. 1, 2. No, it's just 3 mana. So pass the turn. Dude, this deck is so fun. Alright, resolve. Has a 4/4, yep. That's cool. We actually have lethal and I missed it. I was probably playing a little too conservatively. Because we could have gone for like End-Raise Forerunners into swing in. Greater Maker, okay, so we have 3 damage. So we cannot untap Parhelion and keep it alive at the moment. I probably should have Drilled Mystic that. Going for it now. Alright, gonna go Chulane. Going for a face. Okay, resolve. Okay, resolve. Down to 7. Hopefully they don't have a way to actually finish this out. That would be bad. I mean, they can just attach Mask of Immolation and sacrifice guys for 1, 2, 3, 4. If they had just done all the damage to our face, they actually had lethal. They just missed it. Yeah, because they had 3 damage here. Oh, it's to target creatures, so it had to go to creatures. So yeah, 1. Maybe if they just sacked Mask of Immolation instead of even playing this. They could have gone, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and man. What they should have done is they should have sacked this in response to a new one coming out, and they actually had lethal. I think they would have had exactly 10 points of damage, which I think is where I was at. All right, opponent keeps it up. I do think that they had a way to finish that out, which is pretty impressive, actually. All right, here we go. Got some sweet stuff. And got our Inspiring Veteran. Sweet. All right, well, one more deck to play. We're going to do the fairy schemes on the next time. But overall, Chulane Wild Bounty, really good deck. I think this is really well done, really well made. I was actually impressed that there was a decent amount of removal. At least it felt like was okay. I would build these decks with even more removal if possible. But overall, I do enjoy this one. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks so much, and bye.